All right, are you guys ready? Okay, so let's do the Bitcoin analysis. How's everyone doing? Welcome, guys. Welcome. All right, so we'll do Bitcoin and then we'll get on to our normal, analysis that we do. All right, let me turn that thing off. All right, so Bitcoin's just busting up, right? And it has been for quite some time. I'm gonna teach you guys a way to identify these areas that our price is going to draw to on Bitcoin that a lot of people don't. What is that's from earlier? A lot of people don't even look at. So let's check that out. All right. Let's go to the weekly chart. It's easier to see. Boom. Okay. That's old. Like April, I think. Okay, so we have this area obviously right here. So my target for Bitcoin is about like 56, 55. I gave it on Twitter, I don't know, like I think the 22nd, somewhere around there. Yeah, I gave it 22nd. I even drew where the next candle would go, just based off of it needing to fill and come back into here, right? So normally you would look at like a Bitcoin chart from Coinbase, right? Like, but I'm going to show you guys a different way to look at it. So if you go to the Bitcoin's futures contract, which is BTC exclamation point, CME's contract of it, it becomes a whole lot clearer where price needs to go. So if you're a futures trader, you know price needs to come up into here. We know this. It's just what we do. But if you're not a futures trader, you're probably like not even seeing this, not even knowing it exists. So right here, this area in price needs to be filled in. Right there. So now you can see why price also dipped down into here, right? Let's go to daily chart now. Bam. So you see the gap now, right? There's a gap there. So then price dropped back down into here to fill this gap in and then come back into the previous consolidation. So you had a rally, base, rally, and then it came back down to the base. Eventually, it's going to have to come back down to here at some point. I don't think for a long, long time, though. All right. So here we go, right? This area price needs to be filled in from like there to there. So 56,000 or so, somewhere around there. And then I would look for a short-term reversal, something like we had here, where it starts to reverse a little bit. Oh shit, my bad, dude. Thanks, man. Thanks for saying something. Slack in there. Appreciate it, Mark. Good looking out. Yeah, so there we go. That's a good target for it right there. And if we have any short-term reversals, I'll be looking for price to come down to here-ish, find support. There is also another new week opening gap here that needs to be filled in as well. But looking at the futures contract, the perpetual futures contract is going to give you much more information than looking at Coinbase's or some other kind of contract. What up, Gunman? How you doing, man? Gunman? It's cracking. We're just looking at Bitcoin and then we'll go into our normal futures kind of thing. I think it's an interesting case study. Like if you trade stocks, I mean, if you trade SPY, definitely should be looking at ES. And then if you trade, any kind of product that has a futures contract, you should definitely look at the futures contract. Gold, for example, especially if you're a Forex trader. Yeah, the Apex one ain't coming until after that next sale, unfortunately. I wish they would do one. I don't mind the 1 day to pass though. Those are pretty chill because I like it because usually I have some that I need to get activated. All right, so on this on the normal contract, you can see with Bitcoin, you could tell like, okay, yeah, this area needs to be filled in. It needs to come up into here. So I would say that if we take this low to high of the swing, 50% of it is going to be a good target going forward. Oops. All right. So hopefully you guys got in on this. I mean, my count's just about doubled in just like a really short period of time. I don't know, I think today the count is up like a good almost $1,000 or something like that. So definitely worth getting into Bitcoin in these longer and hold it longer term when these situations arise. You guys got any questions on this? Or you probably just want to get into futures, huh? I didn't do this, but did get a piece of AI. What's that? Another coin? All right, let's look at good old NQ here. Not on that chart though. Jesus, this chart's no better. Yeah, I'm short right now. Yeah, it's still short. So if we look at this on the daily chart, this was just a fake out. I think. Remember we talked about this like a little touched on it just for a second last night. Like maybe it could be a trap. Definitely was a trap. Did not expect this today. Definitely got that one wrong. Yeah, that trend line came through with it. Went back inside of it. Just looks like it was just a run on that trend line, the liquidity. No close below it though, so definitely makes sense what they're doing there. Man, I wish I would have had an ape in Facebook too, man. I remember telling myself, I don't know, like 6 months ago, 7 months ago, damn, I should get Facebook this low because it's gonna go back up, and I just didn't do it. And yeah, I'm regretting it. So, but if we look on the 1 hour, it's been doing this for quite some time. Like it's kind of like flash crashes for 1 day. So if we pull this one up here, then it becomes like, oh shit, okay. Yeah, you even had your little retest here on Tuesday night, kind of. And then, zoom. And then it just, once it broke this overnight, it just like, that's that one at like 3 a.m. That's like, what the fuck? Yeah, I would just hold that shit, man. Unless like you see some major weakness in the indices, I would hold that long term. That's how you get rich, man. You know, you can even make decent money doing whatever, but you get rich by letting it sit in there and just compound over time. Like I'm trying to get my kids, man. They're just I got twin boys and they just turned 11. I'm trying to get them to like just like they have a bunch of Bitcoin. They have yeah, before CPI though. So this is like 2 a.m. Tuesday night. So even before CPI. So I think it's just once it broke this trend line, then they I don't know. This is a pretty savage drop here, especially in the middle of the night. Yeah, I'm trying to get them to hold that shit. It's their account though, so I mean they can do what they want with it. All right, so I'm short looking for like somewhere in this area here, here-ish. Um, pretty much exactly what it did last night. If we look at last night, it's doing the same. That's what I like about Asia session. It just repeats all week. It usually repeats the same kind of like template, I guess you could use. That's the way I look at it, as like a template. So what did it do last night? I don't expect it to do exactly the same thing, but the same kind of thing, I guess you say. So last night we had to open up, it dropped, rally back up, came back up to here, and then we have this just savage kind of three pushes down happen here into 7:30, comes back. I think it's retesting the 4 p.m. close, I believe. That end of day drift today was fucking whack. Yeah, it's just in the middle of the 4 p.m. close. Uh, it never closed beyond that fucking candle, and then I went short anyways, and I got stopped out. Then I was like, okay, maybe it's gonna break the high of it. Not following my rules on it at all. So if we look at tonight, it's very similar, right? You had a drop down, a move up, and then now we're getting that pushes down into. It even almost looks the same. This kind of upward movement here into this last candle here, and it held for support. So if we look at this here, we just say, yeah, it's probably not going to break this low. So let's put a candle there, or a line there. Yeah, I did too, yeah. Because if I wouldn't have followed my rules, though, it would have kept me out of it. So, my dumbass. Yeah, where's it at? Yeah, so there you can see it just barely closed below it, but I need like at least like quarter of a candle close. That doesn't cut it for me. That doesn't. Like, especially how it would like kept wicking up and just never actually going below there. Yeah, and then it's weird how it stayed within the top and the low of it. I think that's kind of interesting. Um, how it wouldn't close above it either. It's like the algorithm was like, nah. Okay. So today's trading was I like the price action a lot. Had a pretty good on stream session finally, breaking my shitty trading on stream cycle, which is like relieved because like it's just embarrassing first of all, and then it just is stupid because the second I turn it off, I go back to trading well, and it's a weird cycle. Okay, so what happened today? Let's take a look. So you had your Judah swing here, right on point. It's like the seventh or eighth in a row I've seen that it worked. Um, Takes out the other side. Check, check. Let's see where the power of three is at on this. Oh, damn. It's way down there. Yeah. Almost got down there today. I didn't notice it was there today. Um, Big old gap that got filled. I love gap play like this. This is like with days like this when we open up with a gap, like a big gap, or is it just like perfect to me. I really like it. I trade really well in it. So yeah, it's close. So the first pass, it's not going to fill the gap on the first pass. It's going to drop down. It's a two pass thing. So this one's a weird one though. It dipped into it a little bit farther, but if you just take that last up candle or like this last consolidation there, it should hold that. And then once you see it bouncing, look for like a reversal around 10, 10:30. That one happens at 10, comes up. Then you have 10:45, 11 reversal. Ding, ding. And then it's like clockwork, right? Pretty solid. And then we get a reversal early. This one's kind of early. And this is the one that I got a little fucked up in trying to fade this right here. And then when it came back up, I tried fading it again, but luckily I worked my way out. God damn it! I should have scaled out on that. Okay, and then we had the 1 p.m. little fucking reversal. I don't know that today just didn't happen during that day. There's a reversal there, but it's not like I would count this as like the major reversal of the day. And then this move, I thought this was gonna send it. I thought this was, I was like, okay, this one's gonna send it down. Like when we broke through this low here, I was like, oh yeah, run it, and then no, it just made higher. So this is that three taps, and that's a wrap setup. Um, let's see if we can see it here. I think it's maybe on ES, but not this one. Yeah, it's right there. So you have like it's a weird looking one though. There's one though. So you got one, two, third tap sends it. This one doesn't look right though, so but I guess you could count it. You know, one, two, but it doesn't like work very well. 7:30 p.m. reversal happening. Yeah, yeah, that's why I exited that. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, we'll see what I'm gonna wait a second and see if it displaces up or not. Because last night it went lower. But I don't like when we open up so close to the 4 p.m. It kind of fucks with that Asia session turn strategy. Because ideally you want it to have to come to it, like work its way, like have to come a ways. Yeah, so yesterday this is what it did. It went up and then it failed. So I'd expect kind of the same thing to happen. Which I got stopped out on that yesterday. So if we come into there and like reject, I'll probably look to take this short. Seeing if we can come down to this high or something. But I've seen this before. Like we have a gap above us, right? I've seen this before. Um, that's why I was long because I've seen this before where we have this gap above us, which it makes no sense to fill it during Asia session, but I've seen this before. So then they have the gap above, and then it will blast this range we're in and go into the gap. But I don't know if that's gonna do that or not. Almost looks like a channel too. All right. So I think the best trade of the day has got to be this one here. It's that breaker right there. So swing high before they run on the low of the day. That's like a breaker to me. Like unless it takes out a significant low, I don't count it as a breaker. Like it has to like break like the lowest low, you know what I'm saying? Like it has to be like it can't just be any low. But if it breaks like low of day, that's low, you know, then when it comes back, it should definitely act as support. And you even have a mitigation block there to back it up. Which it looks like that's what it was actually dipping into there, filling that inefficiency there. And it's AA plus. It's even this is the other part that confused me about this one. It's why I didn't go long. I wish I would have went long into it. But I was like, it at least will come down to here, I thought, and fill and do the broadening formation thing. But I did that 3 taps right there and then it was off. And I was even watching it on SPX. I was like, 1, 2, 3, and like my instincts were like, sell that shit, get out of your, get out, get out. But I just was like, and I regretted it. Don't you hate that when you're like instincts are like, hey, you need to exit this shit, man. You need to exit. You need to exit. Like, and you don't do it, and then it's not a good feeling, you know. Okay, so it's a rockin'. So now we'll see if this is going to reject here or not. Yeah, the voices in my head, yeah. Yeah, I guess you could say that. Yeah, it's just like, "You should exit. It's gonna go up." And I'm like, "No." It is kinda weird how we talk to ourselves, especially about trading, it's kind of a weird thing. Okay, so far, so rejected. Let's look at YM telling me to follow my rules, yeah, you know? I've been looking into discipline a lot, reading about it, and there's some cool, like, studies out there about, um, like, how to develop better discipline. Cold showers, uh, I guess doing anything you don't want to do, and if you make yourself do it, it slowly starts building that part of your brain, and then that part of your brain gets bigger, which I think that's pretty interesting. So that's why I say cold showers is really good because it's obviously like something no one wants to get in a cold fucking shower, not in the winter, anyways. Oh, you saw it? Yeah, it's pretty interesting. And then obviously meditation helps a lot with that because that's what all this game is about. Like you could be a millionaire if you could just set some rules and follow it. That's all you have to do. Because most strategies work. It's just we're not keeping our rules, following our rules like we should. So yeah, I came back to that previous high right there. It's beautiful. Yeah, I'm starting to like this. It's like slowing down. It's not moving through there really fast. I like to see it go through this little gap here, and then I can flip it and put my stop above it. Yep. All right, guys. You guys got any questions? Oh, I didn't do like the analysis, like where it's going though. Dirt, dirt, dirt. Uh, let's wait and see what this does here. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's very true, man. How do I use bull knocks? Like I just put it up on the side, like kind of like I have the chat here. I just put it up on the side there. Yeah, that's why I really like. What about Tradeovate? What? No, I don't need to use Tradeovate. I already have Tradeovate connected to my no, Bullnox doesn't connect to Tradeovate, bro. They are slacking on that shit like bad. So you just use I showed you before, I swear. You use that Rhythmic browser app. This one. I have a bunch of videos on it on my second channel. No, there's the link. But you have to download the mobile browser first. You're gonna have to watch the video, dude. It's on my second channel. There's like it will say like rhythmic, blah 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 blah. Yeah, no problem. Sorry if I have like an attitude about it. It's just like I get asked that shit like at least once a day. At least. Probably multiple times a day actually. Yeah. Like there was someone too that like Is that she used to come to live streams, but I was too rude to her. I think she's not coming back anymore. But shoot, motherfucker, I knew it. Ugh. I should have went short before this. I knew it. See how it follows the same fucking, it does it every night, guys. The same repeating. Yeah, it was super fucking lame. Super lame, bro. It was like weak sauce. Especially it figures I put out a video on it and then it's that like bunch of fucking bullshit. Like then it just like Jared put out a video and I'm gonna make it some weak sauce. All right, so now I would love to see it come back up here and give me that like perfect fucking entry, but I don't think it's going to, and I'm not gonna risk it dropping another fucking 10 handles. So I'm gonna enter two, and then if it comes back up into here, I'll enter two more. Yeah, I got stopped out on that end of day drift. Yeah, it was 50% of it. Take the high and low of that consolidation there. Yeah, perfectly. I've been noticing that like a lot, like that. Take the high and low swing. 50% of it usually is a good way to put it. All right. What are you doing? It's gonna stop me out. Maybe I was just filling that little gap in there. Move my stop up above that volume imbalance there. So I don't want it to wick me out. All right, so now I'm gonna add into this here. Go ham with it. Hard as a motherfucker. All right. Here we are on the 1 hour chart. So it appears that when it does this like hardcore drop like it just did, you have Wednesday, and it seems to just rip right back up there. And then once we get up and fill that in, we get a retracement. Yeah, it did exactly the same thing. See, guys, it's programmed. It's programmed so it's repeatable. These patterns are just repeating over and over and over again. Too many lines on this chart. I want to keep the gap though. Okay, so for tomorrow, I think this sets the low of the week, I would assume. Yeah, if that happens to me, good idea, Gunman. Good idea. Yeah, we have high impact news. Um, yeah, if you're getting wicked out a lot, then just call it a night. Like usually my rule for Asia is if I get like down, you know, early and like I'd say like 200-300 in the beginning, then I just don't fuck it. I just go chill with my girl or something. You know, it's fucked up. It's Valentine's Day and I'm here fucking live streaming. I bet she's pissed. uh, I got my kids though. Like, what do you want to do? Like, can't go do nothing. They would just ruin it anyways. Let's look at the see what good old Spot Gamma says about this shit. See if there's any edge to that. which as of late, there hasn't been, like, obviously, like, during the session, yeah, but not the original reason I subscribed is because the dude's newsletter twice a day is fire, but it hasn't been so much lately. Like, I don't know if he just, I don't know what happened. He wasn't feeling comfortable telling people the direction anymore, what the situation there is. There we go. That's my bitch. Get it. Na 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 na. Yeah, see if you cover that up. Looks very very similar, right? So that's where we're at right now. Yeah, almost identical. I do want to watch for this uh pattern because that's that pattern I keep talking about. I want to make sure it doesn't bounce when it comes down into here-ish. I'm gonna do that after we get done here. I'm gonna install their indicator into TradingView. All right. Okay, so IWM ripped 4% down and then 2% up. That's pretty wild. And then the VIX went back down as usual. So we had neutral market gamma. You know, I think it was yesterday when I said that was weird that there was positive gamma yesterday on that big down day. Very interesting. No big earnings. Archaic weapon. Damn. You know, everyone was all on Kathy Wood's ass before on her dick, and then they all flipped on her. It's like you guys, when her shit's at all time highs again, you'll be back on her dick. So calm down. Like she does growth stocks. Of course, they go down when the market goes down. Uh, yeah, he's just pitching his shit. Yeah, Spy didn't fill the gap all the way. Hey, cool. So now he actually did a good one here. So I think it is. Usually when it is, these in-depth ones are actually decent. So we have Friday's monthly OPEX. See all that orange is call gamma, right? So um, call gamma during these OPEXs, they expire, and then it like removes like stability out of the market. So when these all expire, um, it removes the interest. Yeah. Okay, so aside from the SPX put wall moving up 310 points today, Jesus, up to 4910, which is support. The other key levels are at the same. However, we have developed the nature of combo topology. Interesting. And then he says there's a nice clean boundary at 4970. Yeah, and then he points out that this shit just calls it ahead of time. But I'm gonna stop doing. I'm gonna start doing this ahead of time so you guys don't have to sit through it. I'm interested in it, but I doubt some of you guys are. Is it just that one? I bet I want to check the calendar just in case, because I'm not sure if it's just that one or if there's more news. So tomorrow we have retail sales. That should be interesting. And then, yeah, so all day pretty much there's medium news too. And then, so this is gonna be exciting. We should have a good 2 days here. Lots of volatility coming in the market. So that means that they can really reach when the news comes out. So let's look for like areas on like the 10-minute chart where price needs to redeliver to. So we always have the gap this high. Really stands out to me. So that's definitely going to be a target for tomorrow. And look for resistance here. Like once we get up into there, definitely could see price going into there. And then that one's been see that today. See how they redelivered to this consolidation. So price moves up, rally. This is your rally, base, rally. Comes back to the base. Like soldiers always march back to their base. That's something I've been like telling myself. When I'm like about to enter a trade, I'm like, no, just wait, because the soldiers are gonna come back. They always do. And then so where do soldiers come back to? Exactly 50% of uh, the base. And then you can picture this as a door. Did they get in the door? No, they just got like booted out. Like, get the fuck out of here. And then, boom, rally back up. So, is there any bases we have not visited yet? Yeah, like that one for sure. And even this one hasn't been fucked with either. So, I would say that these are good upward targets for tomorrow. This one's a weird one though. Yeah, put that bitch up there. And then this one right here. And yeah. So maybe we see price come back down to this high here in this area tomorrow. Bam. And then you get like a little quick move, maybe down into here and then up. That's what I think. What do you guys think? Uh, Thankfully made it all back today. Yeah, if you even go red, you should just just take it easy. What up, Zach? How you doing, man? How'd you make it? Oh, that's mine. I got you. All right. So yeah, that's about it, guys. Unless you got some questions or something. So now IM's breaking down with it, so that should help speed it up here. ES is finally making its move. DXY just opened up and just blasted him. No, it's not open yet. Here in about 2 minutes. It's weird how this one opens up at a different time. And then, so this is the bonds, right? So the T-bond futures, these are inverse of the market, like indices. So whenever, you can trade these ones too. There's $30 a tick. It's a good idea to look at these two. It works just how the DXY works for, like Forex. Same kind of deal. So whenever this is going up, as you can see today, big down move, it pushed the indices down. So if you can do that with Nasdaq, using these two to check for make sure they're both moving in the right direction, I think it would probably help a lot. Don't you do the tap? See, it tapped it. It's being a little bitch. Not yet. It's about to tap that shit. Alrighty, guys. I will catch y'all later. Take it easy. I'll look for price just to probably just do it. Just look at last night, and then that's probably what it's gonna do again. So far, it's been doing it. So, um, May see it come down to the low of that consolidation that we're in now. Peace. Have a good night, man. Yeah, you're welcome, dude. Post show. Yeah. Yep, for sure. Deuces.